After studying the splitting parameters, we studied which are the factors which affect the splitting parameter. Among them, important factors were nature of ligand and nature of metal ion. We are going to discuss nature of ligand and metal ion in detail. Which kinds of ligand induce strong field and which induce weak field? Is there any sequence? Is there any series? Yes, there is a series and the name of that series is spectrochemical series. Now question you may be with, why the name spectrochemical? Because we have studied the determination of splitting parameter is possible by absorption spectra. Spectral studies helps us to determine the splitting parameter, and that splitting parameter is a measure of the strength of the ligand. Other factor also may equally possible, the nature of the metal ion, but we are discussing one by one. So let us see the sequence of ligands in increasing order of their strain. So at the beginning I will tell weak ligands and then strongest ligands. Series is lengthy. We need to remember that. How to remember? I'll inform to you. But let us know what is a series first. I minus, Br minus, S minus 2, SCN minus, NO3 minus, F minus, OH minus, OX2 minus, O2 minus, H2O, NCS minus, PY. PY means pyridine. NH3 means amine. EN means ethylene diamine. Dipy, dipyridine. PHEN means phenolphthalein. NO2 minus, CN minus and CO. These all ligands in increasing order of their strain, their sequence you need to remember. How to remember? I give hint to you, but before that let us know the series of metal ions in the increasing order of their strain or increasing order in such a way splitting parameter will be more. So strong metal ions which produces strong field, which are able to get strong field. Maybe the ligand is poor. When metal ion remains strong, then let the ligand be weak, the interaction remains strong. Two things are there to form a bond, metal ion and ligand. If metal ion is weak or poor and ligands are strong, stability we can achieve. On the other hand, if ligands are weak but metal ion if can induce a strong field because of this weak ligand, then strength of the complex will be there, complex will be the stable. Yes, therefore we need to study the metal ions. What is the sequence of the metal ions in the increasing order of their strength, increasing order of their power to experience more crystal field? See the sequence. Fe plus 2, V plus 2, Fe plus 3, Cr plus 3, Co plus 3, Mo plus 3, Mo means molybdenum, Rh plus 3, Ru plus 3, Pd plus 4, Ir plus 3, Pt plus 4. Here you will find variation of oxidation state. You will find change in the series number. All the factors which we discuss which are responsible for the splitting parameter, especially in case of metal ion, variation is done. If I have to talk in detail about that, the first two ions if I see Fe plus 2 and vanadium plus 2, here charges are same, d electrons are different. Dn, lesser the dn electronic configuration, more will be the stability, means stronger will be the metal ion. If I compare vanadium plus 2 with Fe plus 3, charge is dominating factor here because all are in the same transition series. Here charges, electronic configuration, sizes plays the role. Because of charge, Fe plus 3 is more stable. Now compare Fe plus 3 and Cr plus 3. Again the Dn, lesser the number of electrons in the d orbital, more will be the stability, more the splitting parameter, more will be the power of the metal ion. After Cr plus 3, next Co plus 3. Here the logic is somewhat different one, means exceptions are there. Then molybdenum plus 3, change in the transition series. Rhodium plus 3, here we are studying the ions which have more than half electronic configuration, and here though in the second series has more splitting parameter compared to molybdenum plus 3. Then ruthenium plus 3, palladium plus 4 because of the higher charge. Iridium plus 3, though the charge is less, but position of the metal ion is in the higher series, higher principal quantum number, and because of that it can induce strong field, it can attract ligand strongly. And last one, platinum plus 4, where charge also is more and position in the transition series also more. All these series are there. Let the series of the ligand, let the series of metal ion. These are general series. Particularly, perfectly, those are not applied. But generally, By studying the various complexes, what people concluded that series is given. This arrangement of ligands or the metal ions is called as spectrochemical series. Now question arises, many ligands are there and in sequence you have to remember. How is it possible? So I give the trick to you to remember. Mnemonic says if we could able to correlate those things with one story we could able to remember, story linkage we could able to understand, and the linkage of story will help us to remember our ligands. So I give you one the idea. You can work for the metal ion series. For example, in the series of ligands, first ligand is I minus. So I am preparing one story. You saw one ad, there was a fish, means a background of the story, with big I, means whichever the things we need to imagine, consider, no, there are some anomalies we have to bring so that it will be easy for us to remember. So I, then you come to know the purpose behind showing that big I was a brand. I was a brand. Brand of whom? Shirt. There was a shop where that ad was there. I, that's a big I that I said, and it is a brand. Brand for what? Shirt. So you went and you took the shirt. So these three ligands you could able to remember by the story preparation of I, brand and shirt. Then by wearing that new shirt, you went to see cinema. SCN minus I want to talk. So now next concept is cinema. And there on the big screen, you found one party was going on in the bowls. The glass bowls were there. And generally we find no, the ice creams are kept in the party. Surprisingly, in those bowls, in spite of ice cream, what was there? Colgate. For Cl minus, I am imagining Colgate. Those bowls were arranged on the desk and nearby camera shifted to three naughty kids. Naughty. For NO3 minus, I am considering naughty kids. They were taking that Colgate, means actually Cl minus. And they were spreading it on the table, on the floor also. Floor, why for I consider? For F minus. So what is the sequence now? Cinema, Colgate, means Cl minus. And then which kids? Naughty kids, NO3 minus. And what they did? They are spreading that Colgate on the floor, means F minus. Now, additional scene. The relatives of those kids were there in the party. And as they recognize those are doing the naughty things, then they rush there. Spontaneously the feedback from them, response from them. Oh, that was a response. And they rushed towards those kids. Oh, for what purpose? OH minus. Now there is a change in the scene. You are experiencing that scene in live now. You are finding nearby one ox is there. Ox. And that ox is breathing. You could hear, you could listen the breathe of the ox. And while breathing, the ox was taking or drinking water from a bucket which was outside the shop. So by changing scene, you found ox, breathing ox. You could listen that sound, and what you found? Drinking water. Water is a ligand, no? Therefore water came. OX minus 2, O2 minus, and H2O. That sequence you could able to remember. Now additional scene for this. By seeing the ox near the shop, NCC cadet came. The stick was there in his hand. With stick he hits pie. Pie means leg, I want to say. That's a pie of the ox. Means pie for what purpose? Pyridine. NCC cadet for what purpose? NCS minus. Now one more scene. You found one BMW car came. BMW means a rich person's car, no? So we can say Amir person. So one Amir person came. Amir for what purpose? Ammonia. That's a NH3. And that Amir person was talking in English. For English, EN means ethylene diamine. Okay. Now some creativity in that scene. That BMW door gets opened, means as like in advertisements or in the different scenes shown. And the Amir person, what you are finding? Only legs you could see. Legs, two legs. Legs means don pi, di pi. That's a dipyridine ligand. So what is the scene? Amir person, English language, open the door, don pi, and suddenly again creativity. See, the door completely opens and that Amir person shows you one packet of detergent. Which detergent? Fena. So suddenly you understood. Fena hi lena. So Fena means phenolphthalein, PHEN. Are you following the sequence? Amir person, English, Don Pi, Fena. Now see, after that, in the tire of that BMW, just imagine a nitrogen air was filled. By whom? Cartoon. You can consider your favorite cartoon. That favorite cartoon is filling the nitrogen air. And as that air was filling, the sound, hissing sound was coming. And hissing sound was like cobra. Means you can imagine a cobra is there on the top of that BMW. So cobra for what purpose? Carbon monoxide. Cartoon for what purpose? Cn minus. Yes. Now let us revise the story. I minus. Brand, Br minus. Shirt, S minus 2. Cinema, SCN minus. Colgate, Cl minus. Naughty kids, NO3 minus. Floor, F minus. Oh, that's a response. OH minus. Ox, OX minus 2. Breathing oxygen, O minus 2. Taking water, drinking water, H2O. NCC cadet, NCS minus. He hits the leg of the ox. That's a pi. So pyridine. Amir person, NH3. English communication, EN. While coming out from the BMW, Don pi. That's a dipi. Dipyridine. Packet of phena, phenolphthalein. Which air in the, that's a tire or the wheels of the BMW? That's a nitrogen. Nitrogen means nitrite, NO2 minus. Previously, nitrate was there, NO3 minus. Now, NO2 minus. Who was filling? Cartoon, Cn minus. Hissing sound. And who was there on the top of the BMW? Cobra, CO. At the beginning, you will feel more time is invested, yes. But with the investment of this time, you can remember the sequence perfectly. And that will help you to remember it for a longer time also. And you could not break the sequence because story is there for the sequence. So let us revise our sequence. I means I minus, brand means Br minus, shirt means S minus 2, scene means SCN minus, Colgate means Cl minus, naughty 3 kids means NO3 minus, floor means F minus, O means OH minus, ox means OX2 minus, breathing oxygen means O2 minus, water means H2O, NCC cadet means NCS minus, pi means pyridine, Amir means NH3, English means EN, Don pi means dipi, dipyridine, phena means PHEN, nitrogen means NO2 minus nitrite, cartoon means Cn minus, and cobra means CO. Are you getting this point? This is a trick of mnemonics. You can follow this trick for the metal ions also. But ligand series is more strict than that of the metal ion. But you should know the changes in the field caused by the ligand or field experienced by the metal ion. Therefore, the spectrochemical series point is covered. While preparing for examination, what you need to prepare? Spectrochemical series means what? Why the name spectrochemical is given. You can attribute few examples which you have studied in the previous videos where how the ligands do affect the splitting parameter, how the central metal ion change affect the splitting parameter. It means there's a need to arrange those ligands or metal ions in increasing order of their strength to cause the splitting. And that arrangement is nothing but the spectrochemical arrangement or spectrochemical series. And this series we can establish by means of absorption spectra, spectral data, hence the name spectrochemical series. See the series for the ligand I minus, Br minus, S2 minus, SCN minus, Cl minus, NO3 minus, F minus, OH minus, OX2 minus, oxalato, O2 minus, oxo, H2O, NCS minus, PY, pyridine, NH3, amine, EN, ethylene diamine, DIPY means dipyridine, PHEN, phenolphthalein. Don't misunderstand that phenolphthalein. During the video you might have understood phenolphthalein, but actually the pronunciation is phenolphthalein, orthophenolphthalein, NO2 minus, Cn minus, and CO. It's a spectrochemical series for ligands. And what is the series for metal ions? Fe2 plus, V2 plus, Fe3 plus, Cr3 plus, CO, cobalt, 3 plus. See there, C is capital and O is small in case of cobalt. MO3 plus, RH3 plus, Ru3 plus, PD4 plus, Ir3 plus, and PT4 plus. You have to work for this metal ion series. Now homework for you. You have studied a spectrochemical series for the ligands. From the story you can recall After F minus ligand, which ligand is there? Write the name of that ligand in the comment box as the answer of first question. And answer for second question, before CO, carbon monoxide, that's the last ligand. Which ligand is there? So name of that ligand also you have to write in the comment box. So I am waiting for your answers. From next part, let us discuss the applications of crystal field theory or importance of crystal field theory to describe few physical phenomena.